I was thinking about this, and you know how they say, and you've heard the saying that it's a big club, and that the reason why a lot of names didn't drop or they black inked some names is because it's powerful people. Okay, cool. And you've heard this video is for entertainment purpose. We use the term allegedly here. This is just me thinking as well, based off as well as other videos of people speaking out. You've heard people say that some people, when they join something, like if they're gonna start music or something, that they got drugged and they didn't know that they were drugged. Slip something in. Next thing you know, somebody's recording and the person is getting, you know what I'm saying, they're doing something and it's captured on film. See, the blackmail is on film. There's evidence, right? Because anybody could text, anybody could write accusations coming from somebody's mouth, but the way how the blackmail thing is, and the blackmail for the group is you have to be on video with evidence and proof along with what they're writing, but there's proof as well with evidence. You're on camera doing something, right? So you hear a lot of artists saying that some of them got drugged, they did things. Some of them didn't even know, and then they are presented with a BS contract, and then there's a film showing them whatever they just did, and they are uncomfortable and maybe possibly threatened about this video coming out. So they signed the deal, and they're unhappy, and it's like, okay, cool. That's one part. The other part, what if, as well, based off, you see how the trafficking is and the human trafficking and all this stuff too. What if as well, how they blackmail people as well in the groups is they set them up with a girl, and the girl, she's already trafficked, she's underage in the group, but they introduce this woman to the girl, to the guy or girl, whoever this person is. Yo, I got something for you. Slip something in. There's cameras in these rooms, cameras in these places to capture people on video. I mean, you're hearing the stories with Epstein, right? He wasn't alone. There's a lot of footages, hidden cameras. The same thing with Diddy too, right? The Diddy had cameras, a whole bunch of videos, which is why there's things that people's like, uh-oh, we didn't know that there's cameras. We didn't know this. How many of us was caught? How many of us was, you see? Now, what if that other part of the blackmail is as well that they introduced them to a woman, drug the person, they sleep with the girl, and they thinking, okay, thank you. You know what I'm saying? This was for me. This was a gift. After they do what they do, there's rooms or wherever they're at with cameras, and next thing you know, after it's done and the person comes back, the person, the individual who introduced them to the girl, ends up telling the person flat off their face, "How'd you like that? How'd you like that underage girl? How was it?" Now you shocked and you like, wait, what? Underage? What? Huh? Yeah. How did you like the girl that we showed you? She's underage, man. Meanwhile, that girl was prostituted and trafficked, but the person didn't know. They just was introduced to a girl based off the person introducing the individual, and they told them, yeah, how'd you like her? She's what? 15, 16, 17, 14 years old. How'd you like it? You was with an underage girl, right? Oh, you didn't know? Well, now you know. And we got you on film. There's cameras in here. Now that person's freaking out. So if to be a part of the club, to be a part of all of this, don't you think they all gotta blackmail one another? Or they gotta all have something on one another? And on film? That's why nothing is coming out. So a lot of these people were doing things unhappy, and it's like they all trying to keep quiet because it's on film. But some of them was set up in that way, set up, and it's like the cycle continues with the setup. It's like, okay, now since I'm in it, oh, I got somebody for you. I'm gonna bring them in the same way I got recruited, the same way I got blackmailed, the same way I didn't know, to keep giving them to you. I'm gonna do the same thing by bringing in new people, and the cycle continues with those who they want, and they just continue the cycle, continue to blackmail, continue to crew, and that's why it's one big club of all secrecy. But this club is all like the reason why it's secret is because they all have blackmailed each other and scammed one another. And if you see the movie Eyes Wide Shut, they still show you the same way too. They use, I mean, entertainment purposes, and but in the movie you see the actress, some of the actors who's like prostitutes, some of them, well, they were of age of the movie, but the roles they were playing were the roles they were playing in that movie were underage girls as well in Eyes Wide Shut too, in prostitution. But they were for the casting and all the actresses, they were of age playing under. You get what I'm saying, right? So think about that, and think about the blackmail stuff that's going on now. So think about that. They do say, right, it's one big club. So think about it. How do they join? How do they blackmail somebody to join? And the people that you see in the club, they're not even happy because they got blackmailed and they shocked because they got drugged first, and then they had no control and started to do things and felt comfortable with the group. Meanwhile, it was a setup and a plan to get you scammed and set up with cameras already in each room, and they setting you up, and it's on film, and they show you the film, and then they tell you this is for entertainment purposes. Entertainment. But just something to think about. Is that how the blackmail works? You hear it from people who say in the music industry, right, how they do it. And then you see on Hollywood as well, when it comes to actors and actresses, the casting couch. But what about other parties too, man? When they start showing those people, yo, you like that girl? Oh, you want her? I got you, man. I'm gonna introduce you to her. Come over. They shake hands. That chick is already trafficked in the group that they don't know, and the girl is already underage. But the person being introduced, he or she, whoever they are, thinking this is a cool party. Oh, thank you. Hi, how are you? The girl don't even look the age, but she's already underage trafficked and shaking the hand, and you enjoying the scenery. They slip something in, and now you don't even know what's going on. You're like, whoa, and then you do what you do, and then next thing you know, here you are, being told and shown what you did where you had no idea because you was drugged, but there's proof and evidence on film of you doing stuff. Either stuff is done to you, or you did something with either somebody underage, or you did something where you don't want it to be coming out, and you're like, no, 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 okay, I gotta, all right, whatever you want. So is that how the blackmail works? And is that how the cycle keeps repeating itself? And is that why so many names is not coming out? Because it's the cycle that repeats itself. And they are like, if I go down, then I'm saying what happened to me, and I'm saying names too, because what happened to me is the same thing that happened to that person. It's the same thing that happened to that person. It's a cycle. This is something to think about. This is for entertainment purpose. Just something to think about. Because remember, all those in that group, all those in that club, they all have something on one another. They all do. And it's recorded, secret cameras, they all have something on one another. But they were set up from somebody, and then they continued that down the line. But they all got something on somebody with proof because of a setup. Just think about it. Think about it. When that's why you be like, how come all these names ain't being released and what's going on? Think about it. The blackmail. Just something to think.